Got a Holden SS / Chevy SS, depending on what country you're in. And this has got a Street Fighter 1500 fuel module in it, so that's 2 pumps. And then it's also got a pulse width modulation speed controller by KPM. So got an issue with it. Now there was a bad O-ring on the top of that fuel module, and we fixed that so it stopped leaking fuel as much as what it was. But the problem is that all the pressures aren't doing as they're commanded. So I've commanded 54 psi at idle, and it's actually doing 60. And I've commanded about 75 psi priming, but it's actually doing 100. So I'll show you that here, and we'll show you how to fix that. So you can see there it's 100 psi there. That's when we're priming. Then it drops off, and then we turn on the ignition and start the car. It goes to 70-ish, and then eventually drops down and idles at about 60 psi. Now it's above what I want, so I'll show you how we managed to rectify that. Now this is where the fuel is leaking out. If you have to replace your O-ring, make sure it's the correct Viton O-ring. So the reason we can't get this fuel pressure down is because it's operating on the minimums. So since I repaired that leak, that's actually increased the efficiency of the pumps, and now they're just operating off the minimums. So what I did was I reduced this table by 40%. So type 0.6 up there, times it by that, and did the same here. Reduce this one by 40%. Now it might vary in your situation, but that's for you to figure out. You will need some extra credits to be able to write to the fuel pump control module. Once you do that, you should see a drastic improvement. So this is what it should look like after. And I'll show you this as well. So before we start the car, I've allowed it to go up to 550 kPa, and then it's maxed out at 372, which is about 54 psi. Regulation pressure is set at 372. And I've got this all set at 372 as well. This is where I have the pulse width modulation controller for the fuel pumps. That's what it looks like. I'll prime it first, so if you watch down here at the fuel pressure, we should see that sit around 70 or so. There we go. We'll start it. And as you can see, it's sort of stabilising around my regulation pressure of 54. So I'm quite happy with that. So I'll have to take it for some road tests and see how this all goes. But yeah, that's how you do that.